Christine Cushing, and welcome to another helping of my favorite foods. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I have a classic recipe for you. It's about 100 years old. There's a lot of controversy with it. It's super delicious. You're gonna crave it. I crave it all the time, and so does the whole world. 3 ingredients, and it comes together in probably less than 10 minutes. I mean, if you blink, you're gonna miss it. The controversy is always fun, so we're gonna get right into all the details. Let's go. So I've gotten a ton of feedback from my new recipe format, which most of you like, but quite a few of you have said, where are you? Now, this is my attempt. We're gonna do a new format today with a little bit of hands and a little bit of me in it. See what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. I know that you will anyway. Okay, so let's get into the recipe. The 3 ingredients in a great fettuccine alfredo were Parmigiano Reggiano, some butter, either salted or unsalted, but of course great quality, and a pasta, usually an egg noodle, as this one is right here. And you notice that I'm not saying cream. We're going to get to that. That's part of the controversy. So originally, Alfredo did not use cream in his fettuccine alfredo. So look at this Parmigiano Reggiano. I mean, the whole point of these beautiful Italian recipes was the quality ingredients. So what I'm going to do here is just grate my Parmigiano Reggiano because I want to have everything ready while the pasta water is boiling. Okay, so on cue, I'm going to salt the water here. It's going to be rapidly boiling, and all my ingredients are ready. I'm just going to take a little bit of this water and put it into a skillet or saute pan right beside. We're going to get to that part later. And now I'm adding the pasta to the water. Now, you really want to read the instructions. Here, this pasta is only going to take, or this fettuccine only has 1 minute cooking time, believe it or not. So this is made with eggs and semolina. So it's a nice firm pasta, but it only cooks in 1 minute. So I got to get a move on here. Okay, I like to delicately just pull it apart to make sure it's not sticking. Just delicately. I don't want to mush it and break it all. That would be a big faux pas. Now I've got that beautiful Parmigiano Reggiano grated and ready to go because that's going to be coming up first. And you see this skillet, I've got that hot water, but it's a little bit drying out in the pan. I've also got my butter on standby. It's cold and cubed. But I just want to make sure that I have just enough water in the bottom of the pan to cover it. My pasta is now fully cooked, al dente though, quite a firm bite. And I'm just managing the water in the pan here. If I have to add a little bit more, I just want there to be enough to cover the bottom. Heat is ultra, ultra low here. I don't want to be cooking this pasta anymore. Cooked pasta right in. Now the first thing I'm going to add is that Parmigiano Reggiano. Just half of it actually, the amount that's in the recipe. Full recipe always below. And then you see how I'm lifting it off the bottom here. I want to manage that heat. And just gently tossing it. And that little bit of water below and that grated Parmigiano is going to start to create an emulsion. It's going to start to become basically mac and cheese, dare I say. Just keep tossing it, warming it, until it's beautifully coated and the cheese has melted. I mean, seriously, butter, pasta, and Parmigiano Reggiano. How good can it be? I mean, it's so good. It's crazy how good it is. Now I add the cubed butter and just gently toss. So you can see what Alfredo was trying to do here. He had that beautiful butter and the great cheese, and he just wanted to make something simple that his wife would enjoy that didn't have too many extreme flavors in it. No cream was ever added to this. It was the creaminess of the butter and that cheese. Now here's the controversy. You know, if you want it to be a little bit thicker, because you see here, it's just a light coating of that butter and cheese. So what I do is cheat it with just a little bit of 35% or whipping cream. Just a slight amount. This is not supposed to be swimming in cream. And now you can start to imagine the flavor. This one really brings back childhood memories because my dad was always making some kind of pasta, spaghetti, noodles, anything with butter in it and cheese on top. So just even making it kind of takes me back to childhood. As the recipe traveled across the Atlantic, it changed, which most recipes do. And probably there's a reason for that, you know? To make this as a sauce, really there is no sauce. It's kind of mixing the butter and the pasta together. So this is why I think people started adding cream, and then it became just basically all cream. That's never the way it was intended to be. Now for the plate, we add a little bit of that more grated Parmigiano Reggiano on top, and just a little bit of freshly cracked black pepper. This is not cacio e pepe, so we don't want to just have it swimming in pepper, but look at that. Who wants in? Oh, so good. I haven't even tasted it and it's already good. That's how I know. Butter, Parmigiano, and just a hint of cream. But I'm telling you, this fettuccine is ridiculous. So you want to get good ingredients. Okay, stop talking. Initially, I had a big spiel prepared about how this was going to be just a primo piatto. So you just want to have a little bite of this and then eat something else like the Italians do. Forget it. The minute you cook this, you're going to eat a bucket of it. I'm just telling you right now. So good. If you want, put some parsley on it. I'm just saying, no one's going to get super upset. Well, except maybe, you know, people that are commenting. But thank you for joining me on another helping of my favorite foods. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Make the fettuccine Alfredo according to Chef Alfredo from 1927. But, you know, kind of my way. See you next time. It's really good. 10 thumbs up.